Hey there, killer awesome truckers. We got to talk about this. This is in regards to that whole trucking boycott thing going on with New York City. I'm sure a lot of you already know about this because of the whole thing that's going on with Trump and one of his buildings. I don't want to get into the whole politics of that. I just want to focus on the trucking aspect of it. Truckers don't agree with what's going on, and they're boycotting New York City and saying, yeah, we're not going to take any loads there. We're not going to pick any loads. We're not going to take any loads out of there. There's a lot more to that than what the news media is trying to say, and other social media channels for that matter, because you can see that I see posts coming out from some of these other channels like on a daily basis, maybe more than once a day, about here's how it's going so far and all this. But let's just go over just a few articles here just to kind of give you kind of an idea. So like here's one article here from Daily News in regards to this trucker here, Chicago One Ray. He had put out a video on his Facebook. What he did is he posted an angry rant on Twitter/X in which he claimed to have spoken. He had spoke to 10 drivers who were upset about the whole verdict thing that went against them. And he's like, you F around and you find out. We're tired of you, blah, 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 blah. And another post, he wrote, my advice for New Yorkers is start stocking up. There's millions of truckers for Trump. Millions of us, leave Trump alone. Well, that message went viral and then turned into this whole thing about truckers for Trump and truckers going and boycotting New York City because of the whole thing. And then eventually Chicago Ray took down that video after it had went viral, and he walked back his comments. He's saying, hey, I'm not a figurehead here. I'm not a leader of any type of movement. He's like, I just hear chatter. I'm just letting you guys know what I heard. So after that, you've got articles stating, that he did a 180 in regards to, taking that video down. Although I was able to find this post here. Let's see. Let's take a look at his video right here.
Hey, folks, your old pal Chicago Ray checking in. Just came out of this truck stop here, this Love's here in Illinois, off 39. And talked to about 5 or 6 drivers. They ain't going. They ain't going to New York City. They're pissed. They're pissed like a lot of guys out here. So I tried to do a video with them. I brought out my phone, tried to do a video with them. A couple of the guys recognized me, which lately I guess I can understand that, but I fist bumped a couple guys, gave some hugs, but they don't want to be identified. They don't want to be identified on with their fate. I said I wouldn't take their truck line or anything like that, but and I understand that. It's a freedom. It's a freedom we have. You can say what you want or whatever, but I don't blame anyone for if they didn't want to be identified. They got their own shit on their mind. I don't blame them. So, out of the 6, I could have kept going. There was like at least 50 trucks in there, so I could have kept going. I just went to like the first 6 out of 10 guys, and a couple guys just kept walking, but the other guys just came right to me, gave me their opinion. They ain't going to New York City.
Okay, so he just kind of rambles on there at the end. So yeah, there are truck drivers who are refusing to go to New York City, but you know what? There's more than just politics as far as why you don't want to go to New York City. I didn't want to go to New York City when I was out there driving OTR, just because I don't want to try to drive a 53-foot trailer around that area. It's too tight. It's a mess. I've read that experienced drivers don't even want to go down there. Usually the drivers that wind up there are like new drivers that are being forced dispatch. So you really don't need to give truck drivers a reason to not go to New York City. I mean, a lot of them don't want to go there anyway, and I can't blame them. There's just too much crap involved. The parking, for one, is horrible in that area. And I don't mean just New York City. I just mean that whole surrounding area. It's just really bad. There's one truck stop that's out there where you can only park there for 10 hours and you have to leave. So that means like after you do your 10-hour reset and you still have to wait in order to make a delivery or a pickup appointment, you have to leave. Doesn't matter. Otherwise, you're going to get a ticket. And according to some of the, I looked this up on Trucker Path. Okay, so those of you truckers out there, you know what Trucker Path is. I looked at the reviews, and they're saying that they have DOT cops and tow trucks just waiting to give people tickets and tow their rigs and stuff out. That is how truck drivers are treated out east, out in that area. I mean, that's the thanks that truck drivers get. So, do you really need to give truck drivers a political excuse to not go to New York City or make any deliveries? No, I don't think you do. Because there's plenty of other underlying reasons why they don't want to go out there. And Chicago Ray also came on and he said, hey, the reason why Fox News and Newsmax are posting articles stating that I'm backing down is because they asked me to come on and I declined. I never suggested anyone do anything. I'm posting what I'm hearing, and that's that. I'm not walking back anything as they've said. And then just going over here to YouTube and just looking at all the videos on the boycotts. I mean, we got Bonehead Truckers right here. Okay, he was just saying, hey, Kate, yeah, this whole thing is blown out of proportion. But you got a lot of channels here that are just, except for maybe, Good Mythical Morning. Okay, some of these aren't even trucking related, Atari 2600 and stuff. But anyway, I watch a lot of different videos, okay? But yeah, there's a lot of channels that are, trying to get the clicks and everything. And I see some of these channels that are constantly doing this day after day. Now, Mother Trucker, he released a video and he made a very good point. To summarize, basically what he's saying is that nothing's going to happen. Because where there are drivers who aren't going to make certain types of deliveries, there are going to be other ones that will pick it up. And to add to that, let's just say a lot of drivers were not taking deliveries in New York City or picking them up. And that means the prices, the shipping rates for that are going to go up because of it. And then, do you think drivers will still refuse to do it, especially if it pays a lot more? No, there's always going to be someone that's going to take that. But then a point that I saw written out by some other viewers was that it can get to the point where it's dangerous for drivers to go into New York City. So there's that whole thing too. I mean, is it going to be worth the money to try to make a delivery into New York City when it might be dangerous to do so? I've seen it said that Chicago Ray, his company found out who he was and they let him go and he's no longer trucking, or he got fired, or there's a lot of rumors that are floating around and who knows what's true and what isn't. This here on TikTok is another trucker that was basically taking Chicago Ray's message.
Those of you truckers who have to work, totally get it. You do you. No one's going to eat your lunch if you're not going to, be part of the boycott. But those of you who are part of the boycott, God bless you.
So, you've got other truckers that are wanting to turn it into something. Yeah, but you can see there's a whole bunch of stuff here. And the interesting thing is that there are drivers that have been in that area and they said, I'm seeing trucks going in and out. Doesn't seem like anything has changed. If you were to look up the Trucker Path app and look at the few trucking places there are around there as far as places to park, you'll see that they're filled. There's either some spots available or no spots available. So, I can't personally vouch for what these people are saying because I'm not there and I don't want to be there. But the best that I can do for you folks is just try to pull up as much research as I can and just kind of try to consolidate it all into one. Anyways, it's a big thing that's going on right now, and I just wanted to cover just the trucking aspect of that. As far as the politics, we'll let everyone else handle that. I just wanted to focus on just the one trucking part, and there's a whole bunch of channels and a whole bunch of videos out there saying this and that and whatnot about it, and I just wanted to do one video just to kind of gather all the information that I've been seeing and just kind of put it together. And for those of you who are just trying to get an idea of what's going on and you don't want to sit there and go through all these different sites and try to find stuff, hopefully this kind of helps you out as far as what's going on. Anyways, thanks for watching. Be safe out there and have a killer awesome day.